The atmosphere inside the sprawling, opulent walls of the DiMera mansion has always been thick with tension, but the recent gathering for the highly anticipated reading of Stefano DiMera's last will and testament has elevated the suspense to an entirely unprecedented level. As the family members assembled in the grand living room, no one could have predicted the sheer psychological earthquake that was about to occur. The shocking appointment of Theo Carver as the new executor via a hidden codicil was already enough to send shockwaves through the room, deeply infuriating a fiercely ambitious E.J. DiMera. However, the true masterstroke of Stefano's posthumous manipulation was the unsealing of a mysterious letter that named Dr. Marlena Evans as an unexpected beneficiary. When Marlena Evans finally made her unexpected, dramatic entrance at the mansion to confront her bizarre inheritance, the collective breath of the room was entirely snatched away. Viewers and Salamites alike braced themselves for the revelation of what the infamous Phoenix could have possibly bequeathed to the woman he had obsessively pursued for the better part of his life. Many anticipated a grandiose, opulent gesture, perhaps a priceless collection of vintage jewelry, a diamond-encrusted tiara, or a symbolic artifact from her harrowing days as his captive. Instead, the reality of the inheritance was far more understated, yet infinitely more chilling in its psychological implications. The grand legacy left to Marlena Evans was a meticulously crafted chess set. To the untrained eye, a chess set might seem like a mere antique trinket, a polite nod to a shared intellectual rivalry. But for Marlena Evans and the longtime viewers who have witnessed the agonizing history between her and Stefano, the symbolism of this specific chess set is utterly deafening. The late, legendary Stefano DiMera was a man who viewed the entire world as his personal chessboard, and the people in it as mere pieces to be maneuvered, sacrificed, and conquered. Within the twisted mythology of his mind, Stefano famously referred to Marlena's beloved husband, John Black, as his ultimate pawn, a tool to be manipulated. Conversely, he elevated Marlena to the exalted, terrifying status of his Queen of the Night, his ultimate prize. The emotional weight of this realization was profoundly evident on Marlena's face as she stared down at the intricately carved pieces. The sight of the queen and the pawn standing amidst the board was a visceral, horrifying reminder of the decades of psychological torture, kidnapping, and mind control she and John had endured at the hands of the Phoenix. Stefano clearly intended this gift as a twisted compliment, a message that he believed both Marlena and John would outlive him. However, Marlena, demonstrating the immense psychological fortitude that has defined her character for years, refused to play his game. She looked at the chess set, turned to the newly appointed executor, Theo Carver, and simply stated, "Thanks, but no thanks," before walking away. Marlena's abrupt departure and her outright rejection of the chess set, while incredibly empowering for her character, may have inadvertently sealed away a mystery of catastrophic proportions. By walking away and leaving the beautifully crafted wooden box in the hands of the DiMera family, she has completely forfeited the opportunity to discover what truly lies hidden beneath the surface of Stefano's symbolic gesture. Stefano DiMera was never a man to do anything without a multi-layered, highly calculated ulterior motive. The idea that he would leave a simple, empty chess set merely to taunt Marlena is fundamentally inconsistent with his history. It is overwhelmingly likely that this chess set is a meticulously designed vessel holding a tangible, explosive secret. If we delve into the physical mechanics of this theoretical hidden secret, the possibilities are as fascinating as they are terrifying. Given Stefano's specific, obsessive fixation on the roles of the queen and the pawn, it stands to reason that the secret is physically hidden within one of these specific pieces. Imagine the intricately carved wooden queen, hollowed out with absolute precision, holding a tiny, modern technological marvel, a micro USB drive, a microscopic SD card, or a tiny flash memory chip. Alternatively, Stefano might have opted for a tiny, tightly rolled piece of ancient parchment stuffed into the base of the pawn. By leaving the set behind, Marlena has left a ticking time bomb of information sitting right in the middle of the DiMera living room. Now that the rejected chess set remains in the possession of the DiMera estate, the burning question becomes, who will be the one to finally uncover its hidden depths? The mansion is currently teeming with individuals who possess the exact combination of ruthless curiosity and strategic cunning necessary to dismantle Stefano's final puzzle. Tao Carver, as the executor, is the current custodian of the box and might be driven by logic to inspect it. On the other hand, the fiercely ambitious E.J. DiMera, or the highly observant Tony DiMera, could easily decide to thoroughly investigate Marlena's inheritance. If E.J. or Tony begins to twist the tops of the wooden pieces, they might unleash a secret that could entirely rewrite the DiMera family history and corporate structure. However, the most dangerous candidate to intercept this hidden message is undoubtedly Marlena's most bitter, long-standing rival, Kristen DiMera. Kristen's current psychological state is incredibly fractured. She is drowning in guilt, clashing violently with Brady over her Bayview privileges, and teetering on the edge of a breakdown. The revelation that her beloved father left something so personal to the woman she despises most is guaranteed to ignite a fiery, uncontrollable jealousy. Kristen's decades-long, obsessive love for John Black further complicates the matter. If she learns that the chess set contains a pawn meant to symbolize John, her morbid curiosity will absolutely compel her to steal, inspect, and potentially destroy the set to hurt Marlena. But what exactly could this hidden information be? What secret was so monumental that Stefano felt he could only entrust it to Marlena through a cryptic, posthumous game of chess? The most prevailing, terrifying theory currently circulating among dedicated fans is that Stefano is using this final gesture to reveal a dark, long-buried truth about their shared past, a truth that Marlena herself may not even consciously remember. Stefano was a master of psychological conditioning and memory manipulation. During the agonizing periods when he held Marlena captive and manipulated her reality, he had absolute control over her physical and mental state. The secret hidden within the chess piece could be the horrifying revelation of an illicit experiment. This terrifying line of thought leads us directly to the most explosive rumor currently rocking the fandom, the possibility of a secret child. Could the hidden message within the chess set contain the shocking proof that Stefano and Marlena share a biological child that she has absolutely no memory of conceiving? Given the heavy involvement of Dr. Wilhelm Rolf in Stefano's darkest schemes, the realm of scientific impossibility is shattered. Rolf's mastery of cloning means Stefano could have easily extracted Marlena's genetic material during her captivity to create a DiMera Evans heir. Even more shockingly, the secret child might not be a new character, but someone living right in front of our eyes. The timeline